Hotter. He is not the self-proclaimed creator of Krump. He is the creator of Krump.
Krump, kingdom radically uplift your body, pray.
Fire. Do everything to fire from right now until the last breath, because there's nothing that can stop you.
I was 11 years old when this happened to me. I did not have a dream. I did not have no goal.
Who's driving the machine?
What's up, Krump Nation? We are back again. It's President Krump, and I'm back at the office. And we have something special. This is upon request. I can't take credit for it. I see what you guys asked me to do, and I look at some things I don't really like dipping in where I'm not wanted. So I was looking at the battles, and all of them didn't really have a pull value to be judged. Some things are just self-explanatory. But this one battle, Bruiser versus NO1NE, I looked at it and I think this one needs to be judged. So maybe this will help the so-called judges who sit at the judges panels and don't know what the heck they're talking about. Maybe this will give you some insight on how to judge. Welcome back to Krump Inc. Before I get into this battle, I'm letting you guys know, off rip, I am going to be very strict and harsh with my critiques and judgment in this battle because it is on the more elite level. When you have two elite dancers, NO1NE and Bruiser, these are guys, they are the guys right now as far as anybody outside of the normal fam that you see, which is the Eyes fam or whoever. These are the guys that are bringing buckness. So NO1NE won the EBS. He's been getting off. He's not new, but he's getting a wave. Bruiser caught a wave. He's been getting off for a while now. So while judging this, it's going to need to be critiqued harshly with somebody with experience like myself. So let's get into it right now. This is NO1NE's first round. You can't be emotional about these things. I can't get attached to anything. I have to look at it and add it up, collect all the data from the rounds, and then judge. And I'm looking at things that people don't even understand about Krump. Here we go. Okay, it's the intro vibe. Okay. This is a long intro. I expected him to be in by now. Okay. Okay, in the music, landed. I like his approach. I think the get off is lacking major details, but he's in the music. Okay. Much better comeback. The move wasn't necessary, but this part is the part that strikes. The setup really didn't have power in it. It was just stuff. Basketball concept. Didn't really have that much impact because there's old moves in it and the concept wasn't done uniquely. Wow. Okay. See the setup for something. Okay. I could call the setup. I mean, it's not transitioned well. I did like that. This is an extreme thing he's doing. Yeah. The ending was better than he has better endings than in-betweens. That was cool. That Get Off was cool. Even though I've seen that setup before, but Get Off was cool. It's coming in sections. It's really not flowing out. So he's giving himself time to think. I don't know if it's remembering or he's just filling it out, but bang. This is the highlight of the round. See, the ending wasn't as good as the bang. It should have been over after the bang. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Okay. Okay. All right. No, let me see if we got, okay, that's it. All right, let's talk about that round. I believe No1NE is a great crumper, first off. He's one of the buckest individuals out there at this moment. So, and I've seen the guy get seriously live. So I know his level. And I've seen him train. I know, I am Krump. So I'm looking at this guy from when I first seen him, he's coming up. Now he has his own way of how he's strategizing in battle. There is Get Off like a judge demo, like a performance, is for the crowd, or there is Get Off towards. If you're in a battle, you're going to have to shoot something towards. So I really didn't catch that from that round. So it's like, it's more of a showcase, and it was a wonderful showcase. If it was just a showcase of Buck, my God, he got crazy Buck. And the Get Off is one thing. So the Get Off action, it wasn't violent towards Bruiser. You got to get off on Bruiser. This is proper etiquette. So it has to be towards. If it's not, you do have room to play. You do have room to expose music. These things are cool. The musicality was on point in the round. There was nothing, not even the slightest bit offbeat, not even the slightest bit. And I can appreciate that because I can follow it and I can understand it. I'm actually enjoying it, even though I'm judging very strict and harsh because it's a high level. You have to cut all the fat off. So the material, it had pop-up sections. The material didn't have a flow. Like, I knew he was going into this move. I knew this was a move. I knew this was a move. So that it's too obvious. But the moments in it were great. So you have an obvious setup, okay, and then you have spurts of extreme liveness or the detail. So I can't count all of the material. When you count the material, every mistake, every missed pocket, everything that doesn't have control or diligence attached to it, even though you can be in your feeling, there is still a level of control you must maintain if you're going to take us in a 4-minute round. So his round was very long. So you do have to drop things, but it's how you drop those things. So I saw amateurness in how he delivered. He didn't deliver to Bruiser at all, but he did deliver things, but it just didn't have maybe if it had a target, it would have landed and made more of an impact. But he did have highlights in his round, and I'm just highlighting the things that he didn't do well. So let's talk about the things that he did well. Musicality is always, this will keep you in battle no matter what you have done. Even if you get yourself in the hole, musicality, it can be, it's life or death in the Krump round. He was so connected to the music, it all looked like one sound. And I can see clearly. So musicality off the charts. The the angles in which he presents stuff, like his perspective is crazy, how he delivers it, and his attitude. I really didn't see much of his personality, but his attitude and how he's doing his moves shows that he's connected to it in a real way. Even if the idea may seem silly, he's connected to it. So full commitment. He did hit some material. He hit some crazy bangs. He had some crazy live moments, but you got to have a flow. It can't just be, woo, and then boom, woo, boom. So we're judging. I'll say he had, the intro was, he kind of lost me on the intro because it was longer. You got to find that timing. This is about timing as well. It's about the length of time you do your material. You do your combos, you do your stuff. It can't be drawn out if that's not the proper timing. So that was the main issue of this round, which might be the difference maker. I don't know, but no one did score a lot of live points. He did score a lot of material points. Musicality points will never drop. It was almost perfect for that beat. So let's move on to Bruiser now. Overall, at an event, that was a great round. Great round. And it's harder to Krump today than it was years ago. You're expected to fly. So great round for NO1NE. I'll say it had about a 65-70% strike rate. Bruiser's first. These dudes believe what they doing. If they don't believe, their pretend looks real. Man. Off the intro, he's covered more ground. So the intro has been dealt with, like almost immediately. This is a battle. He's in that music too. Oh yeah, yeah. In the music. I don't know what this beat is, but I can hear everything because of how he's dancing. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh. And he lets it be known. You see that energy going towards NO1NE? That's what I'm talking about. It has to have that. Okay. You're in now. He's in there. He's in the round. Everything counts. Wow. And it's in the get off flow too, so this is harder to do. Yeah. And it's still in flow. Dangerous. I didn't know that was coming because it's in his flow. Battle moves. Yes, we need those so we can know it's serious. Ooh. The second express was better than the first, but I can hear it now because of what he's doing, so it counts. It's musicality. Oh, the unexpected. It's crazy. His flow is almost like so continuous. Okay. Bruiser's first round. Let's talk about it. Man. I'm impressed by that round. I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you negatives and positives. But when you're in flow, this is what we mean. This is a part of get off. I wish people could understand, but I have to do the best and work with what I can. So this is an elite battle. So I am going from the most important, which is get off flow. The most important. That tells us everything we need to know. Everything that is in the music has to be expressed through that channel of the flow of your get off. That is the vibe you're sending. If we wait too long, if there's a delay, you kind of lose signal. And this is when you feel the momentum change and drop and go up in a battle. No one's round was, I know, this is how I felt. Dang. More of Bruiser's get off flow took me gradually up, and it was sustainable. Now, all of the things about his material they're not like super spectacular, but he connects them to the music, so it works for him. He has a different speed in how he produces. So just because somebody is doing it fast doesn't mean that they don't have control. And I like speed, so I have a way of looking at it to know if you know what that is or if you're just messing around. So he knew some things in that, which had him in a mode of stamina, like he can keep getting off. And everything that he's doing is flowing out of that. This is almost a formula that, this is the new way. I don't know what the formula is to beat this yet. So what it told me was Bruiser is more mature because he can speed with control. If you can speed with control, that means you know it when it's slow. No one has a slower pace with a big bang. You risk that because if you don't keep like hitting someone like Bruiser, he's going to extended clip on you. Like he has a texture. So I give that first round to Bruiser. More maturity. No one's moves were more difficult as far as how they looked, but the flow was definitely at a level lower than Bruiser's. So Bruiser's material hit harder, even though it was dished out quickly. So even though he's serving it fast, it's effective, and it gradually builds. It's not like a boom and boom. It's, I'm going to push you down until you don't come back. So Bruiser round one. Let's get into the second. No one must come differently. I have to see some type of attack if I'm going to take the battle serious. We already know that musicality is not a problem for this guy. He's great at musicality. But because of that, I'm going to be more strict. Crazy chest work. Okay, I saw that foot slide last round, so this is material that he had. I feel like that could have been expressed better. That was a real basic. Wow. Yeah, the music. It's always gonna bring him right back. That's why he's so dangerous. Okay. All right. But you see the pace of his things. Mature ones know how to double time this and deliver it to you faster. Like, mature ones are the Amazon. We get it to you right away. Even though his material is great. But, you know, certain things are unnecessary. But Story is told though. Wow. See, he's so strong right there. I feel like when he gets there, and now we talking. He's styling the beat. Nice. He believed it, so I like it. He believed it. It works. See these things. Yeah, the ending, the musicality, yeah. Wow. See, he should have went straight there. Oh. Yeah, he has things to do. I could tell he just has things that he wants to get off, because he's not letting that get off flow. It's gonna cost him. You're never gonna beat Bruiser with a move set. Never. Never. You're never gonna do it like this. Yeah, you gotta say that without saying that. The concept looks amateur now because he told us what it is. Like, I want the mystery. I like how he switched it to the bang. I like that. Make it work. Yes. Okay. You gotta dress those things up. If you're transitioning so you can do this ground move, you gotta dress it up in a way that a battler can't catch you. Yeah, I want him like he's doing the stuff. It's cool, but you know, that material, that throwback, we seen that in all the setups, so you got to switch it. See, the big bang is there now. Bang. Like this, get to the point of it. See, when he just go, it just... That's a real basic thing, you know, but he's been going, so fatigue is real. Okay. Bring yourself back. That's a cool moment. It's a cool everybody moment. I like how Krump can do that. Bring everybody together for like 4 seconds doing the same thing. I saw the ending of it. Man, I'm gonna be real with y'all. This isn't good right here. Praises after that. Your heart is so open, you'll receive anything. No one will give you some words of wisdom. Beware of the praise you receive, because it will turn on you. All right, let's get into the round. You guys see what I'm talking about, though, about flow. No one is a great crumper, but it's just a difference in that flow. After, now this is a battle. I am comparing this with this. As the round went, no one did an intro. Bruiser ate that intro. That's just the real. No one had some crazy hits, some strikes in his round. Bruiser's whole round was do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So would you rather endurance or quick, like everything quick, or would you rather have endurance? Krump has an endurance thing about it. So it's about how you endure while you do these violent moves. And Bruiser just ate that flow up. So the material is going to look different. So no one is doing crazy material that I don't believe people can do. But it's about the timing in which it's delivered. That tells us what level you on. So I'll give you an example. I'm Tighteyex, and people expect me to kill off quickly. You know this. So if the battle goes like 4 rounds, you'll think something is wrong with Tighteyex because you expect that kill quick because, you know, 30 seconds was the hop out. 30 seconds was the round. But now we're dancing for 4 minutes. You need endurance. So you need to have these things together. And Bruiser just show more maturity. Yes, he's going fast, and some things do run together. They do. It's not all detailed. We're all growing our styles, but from watching with a trained eye, he knows pathways, which is why he's comfortable and confident to go here. And it creates this thing, endurance. So even if the move isn't as tight, even if it wasn't as spectacular, it still has more of a value and it hits harder. So this round of NO1NE, it just told me, okay, it's a roof on him. He's not allowing himself to go someplace because he has plans. This is the bad thing about material. If you can create so much, you gotta trim that, and it just wasn't trimmed. And he didn't shoot any to Bruiser, so it was just he's showing us what he can do. So he's able to tell a different story on a different timeline, like timing wise. If you're dancing to get this off to these people, you don't realize you're in a war. So he just was getting struck because he just needs to learn what a battle is, what battle etiquette is, and experience and teachers will teach him. So he's in a very good position, but it's a maturity thing. And I think Bruiser is going to destroy this second round. But let's see. Bruiser's already one up. So if Bruiser gets one flow, this battle's going to be over. I don't look at high points when the crowd is involved. If you do a trendy dance, I don't factor that in. That is a trendy dance. Everybody can enjoy that. I don't take that into the Krump pie. If you do a dance from another dance and you just put a jab hand on it, it's not pure Krump. So I'm not bringing that in. And if you have like a big moment, everybody does it, that doesn't mean you win. That was just a wonderful moment that everybody joined in. That is not factored in. So judging the battle is not about how many things appeared successful to the crowd. So maybe that'll help you judges. So second round, I believe that Bruiser's going to get it. It's not, he doesn't have a lot to do. He's not dealing with a flow. He's dealing with explosions here and there. Well, he has get off, but it's just the timing is different. So if he keeps striking, you know, the tree's gonna fall. That sounds like Zarius. Matter of fact, that is Zarius. Wow.
I know my relationship to Krump is so in depth. I don't think nobody can articulate what it is that's happening better than me. That you have people.
Wow. This is a real conversation that he had with him.
Yeah, people that it's just a lot. Good looking, man. I appreciate you. Listen to you.
It's funny how people, you know, throw up the sign and all, but they forget that that's my brother, and they're currently involved in hate missions. It's a weird thing people do. He's already in the zone. He's already in the zone. And he has to come different too. We are both familiar. We're all familiar with their timing and their flow. We see that their flow is different. So this is how Bruiser speaks. Different speed, but things are happening. He's bringing me into the music. Like he's using the Krump to bring something unseen in. Well, the maturity level. The maturity level in it. Nice stop. Good stop. Okay, he added it in. Wow. Nice. Nice. Oh, that was real. That was real. Yeah, it's just different. Just because people aren't screaming doesn't mean Krump is not happening crazy. It's not as explosive as NO1NE, but consistent is better than explosive in Krump. Oh, and the naturalness of it. I can see the story. Something's happening to him. That's very difficult. Yeah, he's in the music. Anything would go now. Bruiser's he's just exposing him. He's exposing his Krump. No, Bruiser isn't like, he's not gonna flip. He's not gonna do a windmill kick around his head. But his Krump is crumping. Okay. I'm not a fan of that type of setup. But it was in the setup, I could tell. Okay. Let's see what he does with fatigue. Okay. He took an exit. Very mature. Very mature. All right. Wow. Second round. Same type of slicing and dicing. You have to be careful when you get into battles. You're battling someone. You have to know something about this someone. But when there's a bro, like a brotherhood there, you don't really get at your brother. We didn't come up like that. I would battle my fam like I hated them, because for those 3-4 rounds or however many, I did. Because how else are they going to get it for real? How can this be real if they haven't experienced this? You're going to experience this. This is what's going to set you off. If there's none of that, you really don't get a battle out of it. So that's mistake number one. This is from an experienced battler. I know what attack does. So attack was lacking in the battle category, but that's what this battle is for. So that's like you don't enter properly. So, but the performance is on point. NO1NE is on point. He's grooving. He's arm swinging. He's chest pop. He's doing all the stuff. But in a timing that's like, I get the package and I get it too slow. I need it to come now. You sent it a week later. So even though it's good when it shows up, it's just not as quickly done as it needed to be. And that makes your material exposed because you're going slower. So we can tell if it's not in you. We can tell if it's not a part of your Krump flow, because you struggle with timing and you struggle with perspective. You try to make it look a certain way. So even though you can score off of that, it's not the highest score. So the material was okay until like the punchline. So the timing of the material, I give it like a 50%. It needed the other 50%. So the get off was good, but the get off flow, it was broken. So I couldn't really see like length of time within the get off. So he filled it with material. So you have to judge the material. What level was it on? I believe it was like a level 5 with a hit of level 7 when it struck. Then you go to Bruiser. You can see his setup. People have setups, but the way he's flowing in and out from his get off, his chest pops, how he's doing his arm swings, his character within that, which he's not afraid to express, and it works for him, and it commands a certain type of energy, then he's on the move and he's doing it fast, but he knows it. How else could you stop it if you don't know it? And I look for that. So some things did run together, but it's running together through the machine that he's created. So he's able to strike at will. And the Krump is more mature because of how he's using it. He's not just using the chest pop. He's using the chest pop to do this thing or say this thing. Then it's more felt and heard when you speak like that. Sometimes people can't scream because they don't understand. They're caught. I learned that because I used to be like, I didn't hear anybody scream. It's like, because we can't scream. Like, why? But they are watching like, what's happening right now? So more mature Krumpers bring that, it's like realness, because it gets silent for a while until you realize, oh, this dude is really Krump. And then you start hyping. So no one did not score a lot on the material because of the timing. So it was difficult in a different way. So it was just more of a rookie way of doing things. Bruiser had more of a mature way of doing his material. Even his live moments, they were happening throughout. Boom, boom, he just visit, boom. All of that stuff counts because that stuff does not come by accident. A lot of Krumpers, they try to do it by accident. It's never going to happen by accident. So you can tell Bruiser's going up there, getting things that he needs and creating it. And he just, I think it was a 2-0, man. So, hey, but maybe I'm crazy. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, but I believe this one is very clear on the elite level. If you cut off all the fat and you look at what Krump is, what was done by these two, it'll be clear to you. All right, y'all. I'm President Krump, and remember, the Krump Nation is not about the slanderers, the liars. It's about the godly people, the humble people, the blessed people of the Krump Nation, and that is you. So let's be bold, let's be encouraged, and most of all, let's make Krump praise again.